Lisa Miola. Welcome back to Just Yoga. So today we introduce the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And it may be difficult to tell, this is a mint green. I'm trying to express my heart through the color green. So that's what we're looking at today. And if you haven't picked up on it, the chakra colors correspond to the colors of the rainbow. So we had the red root chakra. We had the orange, the sacral plexus chakra. We had yellow, the solar plexus chakra. And now we're moving on to the heart chakra. So red, orange, yellow, and now green. So a couple of housekeeping things before we get started. If I haven't mentioned it before, I do apologize. Anytime you need to pause, take a break, catch your breath, get some water, please do so. I may forget myself, but honestly, don't deprive yourself. I want you to be safe and I want you to be well. So take some water, pause the video anytime you feel you need to. Also, today I have a pad. If you have a thin pillow or a cushion to kneel on, have it handy nearby. And always our chair, lowering our anxiety as we raise the floor. All right, so let's start off on our backs, okay? On our backs, nice and easy. We're going to do a small bridge flow. So as always, just warming up the body. So inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, pushing up through the heels, through the forearms. And nice and easy, lowering one vertebra at a time. Excellent. And exhale. And we're not pulsing through this. We are flowing. We are warming up the body. Finding your breath matching to the movement. And since we're all built differently, our inhales and exhales may be shorter or longer than I'm doing. So again, follow my lead, but listen to your own body. So wherever you are, let's just do one more bridge. And then take it down to the mat. And however you wish to transition, making our way into a tabletop position. So if you'd like to roll to one side and transition, you can cross the ankles and roll up, whatever works for you, your body. And again, every day is different, isn't it? I think so. All right. And I have my pad for my knees. So fingertips are wide, shoulders over the wrists, toes are curled, hips are over the knees. Rounding the spine, arching the back. And looking towards the sky, but not stretching that neck, not yanking it back to look at the ceiling. Unnecessary right now. Actually, it's never necessary. And again, matching the breath with the flow. So we warmed up the lower part of the back. Now we're warming up the middle and upper part of the back. Shining the heart forward, thinking about the heart, sending out that love and light just to anyone in particular, or maybe just to the universe itself. And wherever you are, pausing when you are in that tabletop position and coming into an easy seated position. Terrific. So still warming up the spine, the upper body, just moving into gentle twisting from side to side. So going to the right and through the center and the left. So we're not holding, we're just flowing. And your circumference, your radius, your diameter may be different than mine. So again, if you pause in the middle, that's fine. Take a deep breath here, exhale to the side. Maybe you can make it all the way through on one inhalation or exhalation. Again, listen to your own body. You live in it. I don't. And wherever you are, finding your way back into the center. And again, we're going to make our way to our knees. And we're going to be tall on our knees. So we introduced Camel last time, and we were concentrating on that mid to upper back. So now, moving in and out of Camel, just thinking and focusing on shining the heart. Okay, so we're going to take these two fists in our lower back. Inhale, shining the heart forward. Exhale, and relax. And again, inhale and relax. Inhale and relax. And every time, expressing that love as you move in and out of that pose. So yoga is not just about the body, it's about the mind and the spirit. Last one. Nice. So one last flow on the mat before we take to our standing position. We'll start here in staff pose, feet extended. Taking our hands, fingers face forward, right near our bottom. We're good? Now we're going to bend the knees. Feet are parallel. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to push, push, push until the shoulders are over the wrists into our reverse table position. And then exhale, come down to the bottom and sweep the arms up. And then let those hands float down right by the butt. Fingers face forward, pushing up. Excellent. Floating back down. Very light, very meticulous. You can even give those wrists a little rotation on the way down, kind of like falling leaves if you'd like. Floating, 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 floating. So maybe sending love into the heavens, maybe where our grandparents or other deceased loved ones are. Not trying to be sad, just trying to share love wherever, whenever I can. Even when people pass on, they're never really gone, as long as we keep them alive in our hearts. Let's do one more. Reach it up. And let's stretch out the feet. And lowering the hands. Nice. And just pointing and flexing the toes. And then I'm going to move into my tabletop, find my chair, and then come into a standing pose. So in front of my chair, knowing we'll use this for our vinyasa, our flow. And we're going to add something today to the flow. So in the past, we haven't included upward facing dog. So if any of you are familiar with yoga and we've been doing a sun salutation, you may have said, hey, Lisa Miola, where is the up dog? Well, it's coming today, and we're going to shine our hearts with that up dog. But I'd like to do it safely, and I'd like for all of these pieces to make sense as we go through them and as we introduce them, and then connect them together. So I didn't forget. I was just waiting for the perfect moment. Today's the day. All right. So inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. We're going to do those half series first. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And sweeping it all the way up. Palms down the center. And just close the eyes briefly. Let's just check in how we're feeling. Should be maybe a little warmer. Maybe the heart is beating a little faster. Nice deep breath through the nose. Let it out. Terrific. Starting in our mountain pose, sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're stepping back. Right foot, left foot into our downward facing dog. Hips towards the sky, head in between the forearms. Hinging forward, shoulders over the wrists. We're in this push-up position, our plank position. If we were on the floor, we would bend these elbows, lowering ourselves all the way to the floor. We're going to bend those elbows and bend our knees, and we're coming right to the floor. Excellent. I'm going to uncurl my toes, and I am going to straighten my arms, push my hips forward, and look towards the sky. This is my up dog. Taking a breath here, just observing how this feels. So if you imagine Your legs were fully extended on the mat. Your hips would be in contact with the mat, and your hands would also be on the floor. So you can even close your eyes, imagine what that looks like, but it feels exactly like this. Excellent. Open the eyes. We're going to lower the head, curl the toes, and we're going to push back into that downward facing dog. And then stepping forward, right foot, left foot, and sweeping the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back, left foot, right foot, pushing the hips towards the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Ooh, there go the glasses. Shifting forward into our plank pose. Lowering, bending the elbows, bending the knees. Straightening the arms, uncurl the toes. Downward facing dog, upward facing dog. Again, focusing on that beautiful heart you have. Now we're going to curl the toes, push back into that downward facing dog, and step forward. Left foot, right foot, and sweeping it all the way up. Let's do it again. One more time on each side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back, pushing those hips back, downward facing dog. Maybe we could start to pedal the heels. They don't have to touch the floor. I'm more concerned with the ears and the head in between the forearms. But you can be playful today. Your heart can be giggling. Pedal through the heels. Awesome. Okay, shifting forward into plank. We are strong. Keep those abdominals tight. Exhale, lowering the knees. Bending the elbows, uncurl the toes. Pressing into that upward facing dog. Have you ever seen a dog stretching first thing in the morning? I don't have a dog, but I've seen a lot of pictures on social media. Okay, relax that. Curl the toes back into our downward facing dog. And stepping through. Right foot, left foot, and bringing it all the way up. Exhale, we're going to do it on the left side. Forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back. Left foot, right foot. Last time pushing into that downward facing dog. Maybe your body's a little warmer now. Maybe your heels do touch the ground. I don't know. But again, don't worry about it. Just observe. You showed up on your mat today, so no matter where your toes are, they're beautiful. And hinging forward into our plank. Bending the knees, bending the elbows, making our way to the mat. Careful, careful. Uncurl the toes, upward facing dog. Hips move forward. Relax. Shoulders come back over the hips. Curl the toes, pushing back into that downward facing dog. Stepping forward. Left foot, right foot, and coming all the way up. Exhale all the way down. So how did that feel? So now that flow, that sun salutation is kind of coming together, right? Is it starting to click now? Maybe something you've seen either online or on TV or in a class or studio. So that's the reason. I hope you understand and it makes a little sense for you. All right, so as always, throwing in a little bit of balance before we make our way down to the mat for the day. So I'm going to work on eagle pose. So even though eagle pose doesn't open up the heart from the front, it kind of stretches through the back to give that space around the heart, a place for all that love to be and grow and blossom. So we're going to take the left arm under the right and then find the palms. And it doesn't matter how you clasp them. And if it seems too confusing or cumbersome, feel free to just grasp the thumbs, whatever works for your joints today, okay? Again, I've been doing this for 18 years, so it's taken me a long time to get this down. So, and then we're going to take the left foot over the right. All right, so this doesn't seem so bad, right? So for some of us, this may be enough of a balance challenge, right? We've got a lot going on up here, and we have a lot going on down there. So if that's the case, continue to breathe, find your focal point, and enjoy the ride of opening up that space behind the heart. If you're able to move on, we're going to just kind of bend at the knees and keeping that left toe on the floor. So almost like we were going to sit on a chair, but we're going to keep this toe mobile. So we can flex at the ankle a little bit. And kind of, again, with our playful heart, see how well we can do. So option to keep the toes as that kickstand, option to go up and down, and option just to lift it up. Maybe see how many seconds you could do. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And when you're ready, safely coming all the way up, untangle and bring it down. Wow, that was really great. Take it out, shake it out. And let's see how we do on the other side. Everybody has one side that's stronger, better than the other, depending on what it is you've done for work and life and family your whole life. So taking that right leg over the left. Good. So we'll start at the bottom first, see if that makes any kind of difference. Just an awareness as you continue the balance. Just say, hey, this kind of worked better for me. Taking that right hand under the left. And again, finding your thumbs, finding the palms, however you may reach. And again, this may be sufficient of a balance challenge. Awesome. Cool beans. If you're able to, and you want to practice that sitting part, put the right toes on and kind of bend as if you were going to sit on a chair behind you. And we're breathing. And we can be playful with those toes. So I will tell you, honestly, this side's not as good for me. I'm feeling a little more challenged on this side. This is harder for me. So and nice and easy and safely coming all the way up and opening up. Excellent. All right. So let's make our way down to the floor. We're going to do some more heart openers, and maybe some of these poses you've seen or remembered from other videos, and a couple of them might be new for you. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, one knee at a time. And coming down. And just before we go into anything specific, let's push back and move into a child's pose. Just a nice stretch. You can bring your hands on your head on your forearm or on your fists. One potato, two potato. If your head goes all the way to the mat, fabulous. Whatever works for you without straining you. I like the potatoes, and it reminds me of when I was a kid. One potato, two potato, three potato. And breathe. Okay, so coming back up. And then nice and easy, just extending the body. Extend and stretch. Wonderful. So we're going to start with Locust Pose. We're going to bring the hands behind us, palms facing down. And if you want, you can bring your head to the mat and just follow my voice. We're going to inhale, exhale, bringing up the head and the chest. Raising the arms, shining that heart forward. Exhale, bring it down. Again, inhale, exhale, bringing that up. Nice. So we may have, if you remember correctly, lifted the legs in the back, doing some other exercises with our arms in front, some swimming. So if the body serves you today and you'd like to lift the front and the back, feel free to do so. But again, that's just icing on the cupcake and not part of our goal for the day. Our goal is shining that heart into the world. Terrific. Okay, so let's bring the hands, elbows under the shoulders. How's that? Nice. And just supporting ourselves up in this Sphinx pose. Yeah, Sphinx pose. So again, depending on your body, this may be beautiful for you. It may be painful for you. So listen to your body. Only go up as far as you can. So let's lower the head towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, coming into that Sphinx pose. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, coming up. Exhale. Nice and easy, flowing and shining, loving, living. Okay, so let's stop there. And now we're going to bring the hands back towards the chest. So first we have the elbows kind of near the chest. Now we're bringing the hands by the chest. So we kind of just pulled everything back. We're going to go into baby cobra. So now we're doing the same thing as Sphinx, except we're not going to be pushing into the mat. We're not going to use these limbs for support. You're just going to be here as a guide. So lifting just like a baby cobra, chest, chin. So this is going to be a little smaller. baby cobra. So see, no pressure here. It's all in these upper back muscles. And then finally push back and move into your extended child's pose. Opening up the knees, toes to touch, really reaching and stretching forward. Head towards the mat. So pulling yourselves up, crossing at the ankles. We're going to move into that staff pose again. Good. This time we're going to move into our fish pose. And I don't believe we've ever done fish pose. So this is one of those times where the head is going to go back, all the way back, looking towards the ceiling. If it's too much for you, come back from that and tuck the chin because it is kind of a it's a challenging pose, okay? But we are going to stretch through the heart, through the chest, and it does feel really, really good. I'm going to take my hands almost like under my butt, Good. I'm going to lower onto the forearms. I'm going to take my shoulders up and back, pointing the toes energetically toward the bottom of the mat, and then gently letting the head drop backwards. Try not to shrug the shoulders, don't drop down. Shine the heart forward, keep that up. Those elbows are active, and we're breathing. Again, if this is too much, tuck the chin and focus on shining the heart. Breathing. And when you're ready, bringing the head up, relaxing the shoulders forward, pushing into the mat, guiding yourself up, and taking out the hands. Bending the knees, hugging in, tuck the chin. And just do a nice reverse of what we just did. Tuck the chin, round that upper back. And then for the last few moments, I thought instead of lying down, you could just come into a nice, easy, seated position for the last few moments. And just gently closing the eyes and bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. And not just focusing on the breath, but focusing and finding the heartbeat and how it relates to the breath. So maybe you find 2 or 3 heartbeats as you inhale and 2 or 3 heartbeats as you exhale. And if it's too complicated to count, just enjoy the feeling. And then like we did in the other chakras, let's try to imagine something green, something delicious, nutritious, something green makes you happy. And then imagining something in nature that's green, a forest creature, plant, a tree. What does it look like? What does it feel? And relaxing the hands gently on the thighs. And the mantra for the heart chakra is I love. So maybe touching each digit to the thumb, maybe saying, what do you love? I love my family. I love my friends. But now thinking about you, what do you love about you? I love my body. I love my smile. Keep going. You're ready to move along with the day. Start to bring your awareness back to your space. Sounds in and out of your apartment, your home. Maybe somebody's cooking, you can smell something. And start to just blink open the eyes and give yourself a moment to adjust to the lights. And then taking a nice deep breath in, palms to the center. I thank you for joining me today in your practice. I bow to each and every one of you with love, joy, and gratitude. Namaste. I'll see you soon.